Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Friday. I'm not making my video on Saturday because I'm on vacation, so I figured, hey, let me get out and make a video today. So a little bit early. It's been a crazy week, especially with the whole death of Charlie Kirk. That was insane. The whole thing is ridiculous. This world is getting a little bit crazy. Horrible, it's sad to see, especially his wife and kids. It's really terrible, but don't know if you're a fan or not, but I followed him, and it's really sad. So back to the options and where I'm at now. I'm at this lake. You might have seen it in a few other videos. I'll show you here. It's called Crane's Roost. It's north of Orlando. A little cloudy today. So I figured I'd just come up here, something different than the house, like the last video. But I got a comment today on my last video from William Tabor. William Tabor 4058. So he was wondering my strategy. So I figured I'd make a video on that. My strategy of when I roll the option opposed to when I let the option expire. So with me, I mean, everybody has a different strategy. So for me, what I do, as you might have seen if you've watched the videos for the past 4 or 5 months or however long I've been doing it, I will always roll the option if I can get good premium. Well, 95% of the time at least. So as long as I'm getting good money on the premium, I'm rolling the option. If it gets to the point where I'm only making like 2 or 3 cents, I wouldn't do it immediately like that week. I'll take the 2 or 3 cents, but I'll wait like a couple weeks, not too long, because I want to keep that money coming in. So I'll wait a couple weeks if it still goes the same direction, because I mean, one day it can go a totally different direction, and you can recover from anything that you're dealing with. So I'll wait, you know, a week or so. If it's not getting any better, or I can't get that much premium, I'll let the options expire. So on the calls, if I'm getting 2 cents, you know, premium on that strike price, I'll just let it expire and I'll change the strike price. So if I'm getting like 2 cents on the calls, I'll just let them take the shares. I'll take the cash. Say I have 10 options out and I'm getting like 2 cents and the stock has gone up. I've had the strike price at $30 and now it's $32.50, the stock price. I try to stay with the stock price. You always want to, with me, I always want to keep my strike price as close to the stock price as possible. That's when you get the most premium. Most of the time, not all the time. If it is a stock that I want the shares, I don't mind buying the shares with the puts. I'll keep it very close, you know, and keep getting that money as long as I can until I have to buy the shares. And with the calls, I'll get a decent amount of money. It depends on, you know, if you want to keep the shares, I'll do it a little bit. I'll keep the strike price a little bit further away, but still get good premium. And if it gets to the point that I have to sell the shares, I'll sell the shares with the calls. And if it gets to the point where I have to buy the shares, I'll just buy the shares. But if I like the stock and I think I know where it's going, I'll keep it a little bit closer, so I'll buy the shares, you know. Depends on what direction it is. So if I want to keep the shares, I'll keep it a little bit close. If I want to buy the shares, I'll keep it a little bit close. On the puts, if I don't really want any more shares, I'll keep it a little further away, and then I'll keep it a good bit further away where I get lower premium, but still decent premium. So that's just the way I do it. So I mean, it's been working. So if something's working, you don't, you know, try to fix something that's working. So as you can see, or as you will see, I'll show you my book that I write down everything in, and the premium I get for the options. over the past year, since January, and over the past couple of years. I'll show you that too. And you can see the difference on the premium I'm getting now opposed to the premium I was getting a couple years ago, because I've been making more money. I did take a small loan on my house because it's all about capital, how much capital you have. So the more capital you have, the more capital you make. So I took a small loan, and every now and again I'll take a little bit of money out that I make and pay that down a little bit till it's paid off. But I just did that because it's working so well. I'm like, you know what, I need a little bit more money, so I did that, and I can sell more options and make more money. So I'll show you right now at my house. I will show you my book that I have and what I'm been doing this year, and how much I've been getting for the options, and how much I've been making every week. I write it down every week. I total it up, how much I'm making, and you can tell the difference now what I'm making opposed to the money I was making a year or two ago. All right, so I'll do that right now. Let's go check that out. All right, so check this out. I mean, as you see, let me show you this here. This is this year. Yeah, this is the last options I sold right here. So these are expiring 9/19. So those are the ones I have out right now. But so far this year, $17,541. So I write everything down. And I mean, you could see my recent options, like this past week, 1,092. Last week, 2,107. 220. That was because I sold some for this week, so that's kind of added to that. But 630, 800, 642, 479, 670, 530. 844, 110. That wasn't the greatest week, but hey, it's still money. 373, 1,433, 496, I don't know, 75, 1,168. So you can see, I mean, I'll show you, this is all this year right here. So this is the beginning of the year. Even the beginning of the year, I was making like 317, 362, 330, 372. It was much less, so I'm making more money now. And then this is last year. So last year I made total 13,300. But look at these weeks, 574, that was a good one. $50, 276, 288, 220, 110, 344, 60, 110. So it's a much better year this year. So I'm doing a lot better. But when you get into certain situations, you just can't make as much money, which is fine. You'll get out of them, But as long as you're bringing, I don't care how much it is. As long as you're bringing money in, it's all that matters, So, but that was, this is last year. It's all 2024. So then, see, this is 2023. So this is the year before. I made 9,697 in 2023, the end of 2023. And, look at this. This is like 275, 311, 323, 276, 126. So I've definitely started making a lot more money this year with the more capital I have, the little loan I took, so I have more capital, and paying that back. But yeah, it's been a lot better this year. So the more money you have, the more money you make. All right, just wanted to show you that. All right, so as you can see, this is my best year by far. I'm making way more money this year on the options than I was the past couple of years. So I'm really happy with this year. Over 17,000 this year so far. My goal is like 20,000. So I think I'm gonna crush that, to be honest with you, because I've got the earnings coming up, and you make really good money during the earnings if you wanna, it's a little bit more risky, But I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, because if I have to sell the shares, I'll take the money and turn around and sell the puts. So and vice versa. You know, if I have to buy the shares, I'll turn around and sell the calls. You know, and just keep that money coming in. You know, so, and let me show you something here. I'll show you. So as you guys know, I use mostly Carnival Cruise Lines. I got that other one I've been using. But if you look here, if you look at the, like, say the 5-year chart, all right, look at this stock. And this is, you know, it could be any stock, it doesn't matter. They all go up and down. They don't go straight up and they don't go straight down, none of them. So like here, this is what, the 5-year chart. So look at, this is around what, let's see, around 20 bucks, you know, 1996. This is, well, let me go over here. So 2005, perfect. So this is March of 2022, okay? And then it goes down all the way where it goes right up and down, which is good, because you want that, you know, because then you can correct things that are wrong. So it goes all the way over here, and it's right back up to 20 again. It's almost the same price, right? And this is October 7th, 2024. So that's like 2.5 years, you know, and it's the same price. So if I would just buy the stock and just keep it, I'd be in the same spot I was 2.5 years ago. But by selling the options, I make money that whole time. I mean, shoot, in the past 2.5 years, I've probably made, gosh, this year's over 17, last year was 13. I mean, there's 30 right there, you know, and in the past, like, what, year and 9 months, 30 grand. But if I would have done nothing and just not sold the options, I would have made nothing, you know. It would have gone down. Well, hopefully I would have bought lower, which I probably would have, but if you just keep it, you know, you're right back where you started, and you're not making any money. That's why I sell the options. So also, Carnival has been going up a lot this year. So with the interest rates being cut, that helps out a lot. And they've had great earnings, and they're doing really well, so which I figured that they would do. So one thing I look for when selling options is three things, to be honest with you, is job numbers. So job numbers, interest rates when they cut them or raise them, so when the Fed comes out, and earnings. So those three things. So earnings have, all three of those things can have a big effect on the stock. And when you're selling options, like I said, you want to keep, with me anyway, I want to keep my strike prices close to the stock price as possible, depending on the situation. But when I'm looking to make the most premium, that's the way I want to do it. So so it's really high right now, right? As I showed you, look right here, I'll do the 6 months. So this year, I'll do year to date. So this year, you know, it's moving up pretty good. It was, shoot, it was 1650 in April. It's at 3156 for Carnival. So it's been moving up. So because of that, go to my Charles Schwab and look what happens. Puts 10 of them, puts 8 of them, puts 8 of them, and then I've got the 10 calls. So mostly puts, right? So the reason it's mostly puts is because it's been going up. So it'll reach a point, it'll get away from me, and I'll have to sell the shares. And then it gets up further, it gets away from me, I have to sell the shares. It takes a long time for this to happen. Normally it doesn't happen that often, you know, but it's been going up a good bit, you know. Try to stick with it, because then I'm making money on the options and I'm making money on the stock on top of it, you know. So which is great, but it'll get away from you at times. It's no big deal. Then you just sell puts. But that's why I'm mostly selling puts right now, because it got away from me a few times. Well, now it's up there. It's gonna drop at some point. Every stock doesn't go straight up. It's gonna drop. So when that happens, it'll start hitting my puts. my strike prices on my puts, and then I'll have to buy the shares. Boom, boom, boom. And then the only thing I don't like is I don't like when I have a strike price, say at $30, right? And the stock goes down to like 28, and I have to buy the shares. So now I buy them at $30, right? Because that was my strike price. So now it's down to 28. So I'm gonna have to make money on the premium. I'm gonna have to drop the strike price below the strike price that I bought them at, which is the worst situation. Because then if it pops up and you have to buy the shares, you're buying them at a lower price, and you don't want to buy them at a lower price than what you don't want to sell them at a lower price than what you bought them for, of course, you know. So you try to avoid that. So, but it's fine. I mean, even if that happens, it's going to happen from time to time. As long as the majority of the time it doesn't happen, then you're golden, you know. So to answer your question, William, I hope that helps. That's my strategy. So I just try to keep money coming in all the time. Premium, 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 premium. If the stock goes up while that's happening, awesome, great. Then I'm making even more money on the stock and on the premium. So that's the way I play it. It's worked out great, as you guys can see. It's worked out awesome. So you get in a little situation every now and again, but it normally doesn't happen. But it'll happen, but normally it doesn't happen. So that's my strategy. I hope that helps out. I'm gonna go. Gosh, it's the last day of my vacation. It's horrible. So depressing. But that's okay. Tonight I'm going to House of Blues to see this cover band, Billy Joel and Elton John. So that'll be pretty cool. I think it's like dueling pianos or something like that. So that'll be fun. So I'm gonna end this vacation doing a few fun things, and then I got tomorrow, Sunday, going to watch football downtown Orlando. So going to do that, watch the Bills play, and gosh, that last game was crazy if y'all follow football, or the Bills specifically. Fourth quarter, down by 15, they came back. They came back and won by 1. Oh, it was unbelievable. It was crazy. I mean, I'm not the huge football fan. I'm the stock fan. But it was kind of fun. You know, you get the same people going down there every week. It's a good group of people hang out, so it's fun. All right, well, I'm gonna end this video, and the next video that you'll be watching, the next one will be making more money. Probably, as you guys know, Tuesday. We'll see what the market does. No promises, but normally Tuesday. So that'll be the next video. If you like the content and you're learning something, or you're just enjoying watching me make all this money, subscribe if you would. Tell some people. You know, I'm at like 165 subscribers right now. I'd like to get to the 200 mark. So if you guys could help me with that, like the videos, share the videos, I really appreciate it. It helps my channel out so much. And you guys are awesome though. I mean, I've got even the new subscribers, you know, commenting and asking me questions, and you know, I got the OGs out there that have been around since I started this channel, and you guys are really supportive and loyal. So I really appreciate that. You have no idea. It makes it all worthwhile to make these videos, you know. So have a great weekend, and I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my vacation, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, y'all have a great day.